Hi, this is Diane Bick. Make sure you stick around till the end for a free gift. I help women with anxiety and digestive issues overcome their overwhelming symptoms using holistic treatments to release trauma and pain. The amazing thing that many people ask me is, how did you come up with this process? Well, I recently published a book about it. It's called The Truth About IBS and Anxiety. And the book actually goes way beyond just IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, and anxiety. It's actually a combination of my own experience and the experiences of my clients to create this program, which I share in the book. I actually combine my 15 years of nursing experience and my own journey through severe pain, chronic digestive issues, and horrible anxiety, and created this unique process to help people connect with their own bodies and release stress and inflammation from their bodies. But first of all, let's talk about the root cause of any disease and illness. Now, these diseases can range from digestive issues to headaches, migraines, whatever it may be. Everyone has their own unique process and their body reacts to stress in certain ways. But to understand the way stress impacts your body, you need to understand two fundamental factors that many people don't talk about. The root cause of any disease and illness is twofold. Number one is the physical root, and number two is the emotional root. And a lot of people don't think about those two, which is something that I share in my program, why it's so important to tackle them both synergistically. Synergistically means you're working on them both actively at the same time. Now let me dig a little deeper and explain what the heck I'm talking about. The physical root is inflammation and stress in the body. Now, if you're living in a busy life and you experience stress, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. We are exposed to stress in our daily lives all the time. It could be at work, might be stressed at home with the kids, too many responsibilities, too many things to do, and you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed. That impacts your body in a physical way, where you're gonna get symptoms at some point, whether it's headaches, digestive issues, you might get a pain or a tension in your body, and you see that this tension or inflammation continues to accumulate and eventually gets worse. Well, once this stress and inflammation builds in the body, eventually we develop a disease or an illness. You might have a diagnosis like fibromyalgia, which I had, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a genetic condition, or maybe it's something else like migraines or irritable bowel syndrome, which is like super vague. Well, think about it now. All of these symptoms started at some point in your life, progressively got worse, and then eventually you got a diagnosis. It's just the way you're processing stress. Your body reacts a certain way. It has a specific cycle of dealing with stress, and that is how it exhibits symptoms. We all have our genetic predispositions to whatever we're going to experience in life. Some people might have high blood pressure. Other people have diabetes in the family. Some people have Alzheimer's. Some people have digestive issues. It's simply the way our genetics is set up. But the way our body responds to stress is the physical root. So that inflammation and stress that is accumulating in our bodies. It comes to us in many different ways. We experience stress in the food we eat. We experience stress from the air we breathe, from the environment we live in, and the stress we experience in life, and then it impacts our body, creating inflammation, tension, and stress, and we absorb toxins that stay trapped inside our tissues, which create that physical pain that we experience. Now think about the second one I talk about, the emotional root. This one's a little bit harder for people to understand, but if you think about a stressful experience, and we're gonna do a little activity in a little while, something that was really stressful to you, maybe a life event that caused a lot of emotional stress. Think of that moment, take a deep breath, and notice, did you experience any symptoms in your physical body when you were feeling emotional stress? And I bet you were. You might have gotten a headache, maybe you got a stomach ache, maybe your blood pressure went up. It doesn't matter what the reaction is, because that's simply the way your body reacts to stress. Everyone is different and your reaction is going to be unique. But everyone has the capability to relax and release stress from their body if you tackle both the physical root and the emotional root simultaneously. So now let's go into a little activity. Think of a moment where you were super stressed out this week. Maybe someone screamed at you for no apparent reason, or your boss gave you some deadline that really pissed you off, or your kid didn't stop screaming and was jumping around and driving you crazy and you had had a long day. Whatever it was, if you need to think about it a little bit more, just pause this video and really think deeply and figure out something that really pissed you off. Now I want you to think, what did you feel in your body? Did you have any tension in your body? Was there a tight knot in your neck? Maybe your stomach growled and rumbled. Maybe you felt a sharp pain in your head. Whatever that physical response was your response, and it's perfectly normal for you. All right. Now I want you to really feel that emotion in your body. Think about what emotion it is that came up. Maybe you were angry, upset, sad, frustrated. There's a gazillion emotions. Think of the one that comes up for you. Amazing. Now really feel that in your body. I want you to feel that anger, feel that sadness, whatever the heck it was. Perfect. So now I'm going to give you some strategies to help you relax and release. And make sure you stay tuned till the end so you get the free copy of the book. The first thing I'm going to teach you is the 5-5-5 breath, the power of 5. It's a unique way of breathing to help your body release stress, tension, and anxiety, reconnect your mind and your body, and truly let go of those emotions that are not serving you, which is this anger, this sadness, this frustration. If you let it build in your body, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to become more stressed and overwhelmed and eventually scream at someone, have a tantrum, or maybe have really severe physical pains or symptoms. So we want to let this go in the moment and do this as many times a day as you need to help you relax and release. So we're going to breathe in happy emotions, and we're going to exhale all those negative emotions that you were feeling in your body, which means that pain, those symptoms, whatever it may be. If you look at the little words I have over here, it's inhale light, exhale negative energy. We're going to tap into that. So as you see my fingers go up, that means we are inhaling from a count of 5. As they go down, we are holding our breath for a count of 5. And as they come back up, we are exhaling for a count of 5. Now you're going to hear something a little strange when you get to the exhale part with me. Now you can exhale however you feel comfortable, but if you tap into your vocals and actually release a sound like fa la 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 la, you'll see you relax a lot deeper and easier simply by being a little silly. So we're going to tap into this experience. I want you to take in the biggest, deepest breath that you can. You want to fill up your lungs all the way. We never freaking breathe in deep enough. Try it. And really connect with those negative emotions that you were feeling in that moment that you were thinking about. Let's go into it. We're going to inhale for a count of 5. Fa la 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 la. Kind of weird, right? Pause the video, try it at least 5 more times, and see how you really relax. And I dare you to try this when you're feeling stressed out. I bet you're going to remember me and want to come back to see this book. The second thing I'm going to tell you is you can use this technique quietly When you're in the middle of a conversation or feeling stressed out in the moment, nobody needs to know that you are breathing and using this technique, and they won't even realize it. And I'll show you now by doing it quietly, just showing you with my fingers, that you can actually tap into this same powerful technique and use it anytime, anywhere. So let's try it, and you can watch me. Same technique, just a little quiet. And it's just as relaxing, but of course, when you tap into the vocals, it's an amazing experience. So that's my one tip. The second one is obviously being silly. I've talked about it before. I want you to turn on a song when this video is over, give a little dance, and sing. Find your favorite song, whatever it may be, and get jamming. And I want you to dance, and I want you to jam. And you're gonna see how your emotions change and you feel silly like a kid again. That is tip number 2. The third one is a simple position that I teach people to help you connect the right and the left hemisphere of your brain, actually get energy to flow throughout your body, and relax your senses and calm your mind when you're feeling stressed out, overwhelmed, or maybe you feel like you need a little hug. This position is called the SelfLove Hug. And I want you to touch your skin. Really grab those shoulders. If you're feeling tension in your shoulders or your neck, it's a great time to massage yourself, get a little bit of that tension and stress out of your body before we actually go into the breathing technique. You're gonna combine this with the 5-5-5 breath and just lay back. This is a technique you can use anytime. When you're home, I love to do it on the couch. You might be watching a TV show that gets you a little stressed out. Maybe a violent scene comes up and you feel some tension. Or you're watching the news and suddenly you feel a little bit overwhelmed by all the things that are happening in the world. Connect with yourself, release those negative emotions, use the 5-5 breath, and you'll see how your body relaxes and you feel calm. So let's try the 5-5-5 breath in this position. It's gonna be quiet, I'm not gonna have my fingers up. You simply need to just practice doing this. Breathe in for a count of 5, hold for a count of 5, and exhale for a count of 5. And this position is really, really relaxing. So let's try it. Pa la 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 la. All right, so those are 3 secrets. Number 1, 5-5-5 breath. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Number 2 was be silly, dance, and sing your favorite song. And number 3, if you ever feel stressed and overwhelmed or feel like that TV show is getting on your nerves, take some time to do a self-love hug. Do the deep breathing. Even if someone's around, you can do it quietly and truly relax and release stress from your body. Now, as I promised, at the end of this video, you're gonna get a little box to put in your email address so that you can get a free copy of the book. I also encourage you, if this really resonated with you and you wanna connect with your own inner sense of calm a little deeper and achieve your own unique wellness, then sign up for a free discovery call with me. We'll go through some questions and really tap into whatever it is you're experiencing and where you wanna be 30 or 60 days from now. This is Diane Vick from Diane's Wellness, and I hope that these tips helped you relax and unwind. Remember, just breathe, be silly, and love yourself. Put your email below and make sure you get that free book. See you in the